good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, good day. Okay, this morning I just want to share an insight with you. I want to share something germane with you. It's about Matthew chapter 5, verse 43, 44, and 46 that talks about Jesus saying, you've heard that you should hate those that hate you, curse those that curse you, and the rest. And then he now went further and says but I tell you, pray for your enemies, love those that hate you, pray for those that despitefully use you. And when you do this, you shall be like the children of your father. Whenever I come across this verse, it just tells me that we still have a long way to go, especially when it comes to our Christian walk with God, especially when it comes to the way we see this journey called Christianity. Sometimes the church makes these mistakes of seeing herself as an entity that should pray against the enemies. Jesus was on the cross, so somebody was actually piercing him somebody was with a spear by his side, and there was water and blood coming out, and he was saying, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. So the challenge to you this morning is, how many people have you prayed against that they should die? Sometimes even in the office, there are people that despitefully use you. That boss doesn't like you, but yet what Jesus advises, I should pray for him. That neighbor, probably that guy in the other house, he doesn't like you, but Jesus said, pray for him. Love him that despitefully use you. The prayer is that I look forward to a Christian, I look forward to a Christian race, I look forward to a Christian body, a church that will actually be praying for the enemy. The world is not our enemy. The world is the place that we have been called to harvest from. And if you're not harvesting from the world, it simply means that you're not doing anything serious. And God will not be happy about that. And how do we harvest from the world? By praying for our perceived enemies. Pray for those that despitefully use you. Somebody will say that it's because you've not seen challenges, you've not seen people that are wicked. And I tell you, I've seen wicked people. I've seen wicked people, evil, that I've not even had a taste of what Stephen had when he was being stoned to death. And yet he prayed that, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Jesus said the same thing. The apostles said the same thing. The Matthias said the same thing. But what are we saying today? Our words are, Father, kill them. Father, kill them. Father, kill them. It's not about killing. One of my brothers is a musician. Sokis. I would like you to see some of his video. He's good in what he's doing. I love what he's doing. Sometimes when he just sings and then I see this love. I see this aura of love. You can check out his video in the YouTube channel, Seeker's Voice Feed. Sokis, you see the Sokis. He's a gospel minister. I call him a psalmist. When he sings, there is something I see. There is something I see in him. You see this love for the people against him and for the people for him. So again, let's go back to this question of praying for the enemies. Even in your house, your brothers could be your enemies, Sometimes some parents could be their enemies. I've heard of father that raped their own biological daughter. How does it look like? The story of Joyce Meyer should actually reconcile. How does it look like? But you have been called to pray for the enemy, to forgive them. So whenever you're praying, ensure that you are praying for the enemies. Ensure that you are not killing the enemies, because the salvation of that person is of importance. And I don't want to make this video very long. I just want it to be 5 minutes max. Let me say this. What Jesus encouraged us to do is this. While we were yet sinners, he died for us. That is why we were yet sinners. So why they are our enemies, we should go to the altar of intercession and pray for the salvation. Although that does not mean that we should condone nonsense. That does not mean that we should condone indiscipline. We should correct with the intention of salvation. Correction should come with the intention of salvation. And sometimes it could be very, very hard, especially if the person is a fellow worker in Christ. You correct. But for those people that you think they are not Christians, they are of the other religions of the world, because Christianity itself is not a religion, it's a way of life, you should pray for them. I should pray for them. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. And it's bye for now. My name is Patmos Oladimeji. Thank you.